Hey, this is Mike from Feedline Labs. I'm going to show you something that we're coming out with. It's super cool and it's very useful. It's the ability to control a fleet of air pulses from the Feedline Labs site itself. This is the air pulse running. You guys know this screen over here on the left. This is I'm running two windows and an iframe in HTML. So this is my AirPulse running on my local Windows laptop. It's running, an HTTP localhost 5050. I also typically run it on the Raspberry Pi most of the time. But so there it is running over here. You can see I'm actually reporting some activity. Very cool. Look, we just got another hit from Crestview. That's quite a ways from me. It's pretty cool. So up here, if you look on the upper right, you can see I've highlighted the AirPulse Network admin. What is this? This is a page up on feedlinelabs.com. Let's open up this little pane over here. This is your fleet of devices. Your devices that you own are always in this list, but I can go up to my user profile and create a list. Let's call it Miami. We can, as a club, get together and buy 6 or 7 AirPulse devices. The club can create a network and enlist all of those devices in that club. Then you would see all 6 devices here, and one person could then control and monitor them. So you notice over here I'm running. Let's go ahead and hit go live. Now notice I'm on the Gulf Coast Pulse. That's mine. You guys have probably seen that before. Look at the log. Notice the log is, let's collapse this now. Notice the log is exactly the same as the log over here. And this says 24, 24. Watch, if you watch it pop, he'll pop to 25 in a minute. Watch down here where my mouse is. If you see it, 25, 25. So I'm watching the log on this device from anywhere in the world now. Tune in to my local AirPulse and monitor it. Not only that, let's collapse this. I'm going to stop it. Watch when I hit stop. I hit stop. Look over here. It stopped. The log's going to get shipped over to the Feedline Labs. It stopped. Let's go into antenna mode. Let's say, you know what, I'm not receiving anything. What the heck's going on over there? I'm in Indianapolis. My device is in Florida. I can hit the benchmark. I'm actually pulling a really high benchmark right now. That's really good. Let's go ahead and hit stop. Everything looks good from there. It stopped over here. Let's go ahead and hit start. Now I've started my AirPulse device up running in Florida, and I'm in Indianapolis. So I'm looking at the logs. I can see it started up just fine. Again, you would have any number of these devices in any number of networks that you might create. That's super useful, but also it's useful to Feedline Labs. So every once in a while we get someone that's installing the software and having a hard time reporting any activity. Sometimes it could be their settings. Sometimes it's just that they played around with the settings too much and it's kind of out of whack. Let's hit the settings button over here. Let's size this over. We're going to hit settings. Notice they slide out. I can actually see the settings on your device. Now I can't see the device ID or any of the authentication values or anything like that. Those are never shipped up. So I can even then save those changes and we can, restart and start running. So you can pretty much control the whole thing. One thing I did want to point out is this screen over here, the AirPulse Network Admin, it does not have the ability to push anything down to your device. It never pushes. It's only listening. So what's happening? Let me hit stop. Watch what happens when I hit stop here. Notice I hit stop. Now watch this guy over here. He stopped after he got done with a full cycle. So basically, your AirPulse device is scanning, and every time it gets through a complete list of repeaters, it says, hey, let me go hit the Grayline API, hit a method that says, do you have anything for me? Well, guess what? There was something waiting for it. It was a stop command. So it executed the stop command. Let's hit start. I hit start. It said, oh, it's always once you go into live mode, once someone goes into live mode with you over here, it starts checking that polling method more intensely. So it's kind of a near real-time reaction once you're live on a device. Otherwise, let's hit live. Notice I'm not shipping the log anymore. I'm just connected from your device. It's just running, and it will check periodically. But once I hit live, it will start checking more intently. That's kind of how it works. So you're very secure. You don't open any ports. You can opt out of this as well. The one thing nice is, watch this. I'm going to hit stop. Okay. Notice I stopped over here. I still have complete control. Look, I'm going to hit start. So now he's starting over here. I never lose the ability to control my AirPulse device. And if I want to opt out of a network, I go into my user profile and just uncheck that network from my AirPulse device, and I'm out of that network. So you're opting in on everything. And again, nothing's ever pushed to your device, so no one can hack into it. So that's pretty much it. Oh, there is one other feature. On the map, you know, the white nodes for your AirPulse device, this is something you can also opt in on. You can right mouse on an AirPulse device and say, show me the log. And it'll show this live log screen right here. So you can kind of listen in on somebody's AirPulse device scanning and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool feature. It's kind of fun. And you can also opt out of that as an AirPulse owner as well. But again, nothing's really shown on here that's sensitive. Not even your lat long is ever even shown in the log when you first start up or anything like that. So that's a cool feature. I think a lot of people will get a kick out of that. So let's go live. Should catch up. Yeah, there you go. See, it's the activity reported here. It's over here. Anyway, that is built into the new version of the AirPulse firmware or source code, and it will be out, I would say, in about a week. And you can upgrade to that version, and then you'll have this feature. And this is already up on Feedline Labs now. I'm testing it and everything like that. But it's super nice to be able to control your AirPulse device from anywhere in the world. Anyway, hope you guys like this. Thanks. Bye.